Now we're going to talk about subtracting polynomials. And the process is the same, except we got one, I guess, major difference. And really what we end up doing, to be honest with you, is adding them. Because when let me go through this. So I've got one polynomial that is 4x cubed minus 3x squared plus 6x minus 4. I see it's written in standard form. And we're going to subtract from that a second polynomial, which is negative 2x cubed plus x squared minus 2. And it's also in standard form in that although it does not have an x to the first power, but it does have the x cubed and the x squared, and then actually you would think, if you really think about it, it's 0x to the first power, which is just not written. Now, although we're going to call this subtracting the polynomials, in effect, what this does is this is distributing a negative 1 to this second polynomial, if you will. And that has the effect of changing all the signs inside that polynomial. In other words, if I multiplied negative 1 times negative 2x cubed, that would be positive 2x cubed. And if I multiplied negative 1 to x squared, that becomes negative x squared. And if I multiplied negative 1 to negative 2, it becomes a positive 2. Now, I'm going to do this one horizontally rather than vertically, although that's really not what I would recommend for you to do. I would recommend that you do it vertically particularly until you reach such time you feel very comfortable in the combining of these like terms. So let's begin. So I've got 4x cubed minus negative 2x cubed. Well, that makes that a positive 2x cubed. So that's 4x cubed plus 2x cubed. That's going to be 6x cubed. Then I've got negative 3x squared minus x squared. Well, that makes it a negative x squared. So it's negative 3x squared minus 3x squared, which is negative 4x squared. And I don't have an x to the first power in the second polynomial, so it's just going to be plus 6x. And then we got negative 4 minus negative 2. Well, those two minuses, of course, make that a positive, as I put up there. So it's negative 4 plus 2. And that's just going to give us negative 2. All right, let's take one more subtracting polynomials. But this time we are going to do it vertically because I got to rewrite them and get them in standard form. We'll see here in just a momento. So here we got 8y minus 10 plus 5y squared. And we're going to subtract from that 7 minus y cubed. And let's see, that should be a plus 12. I didn't put the plus in there. Let me put it in there, plus 12. Well, let me do a little better than that. All right, well, let's get these written in standard form. So first I've got 5y squared and plus 8y minus 10. And then we're going to subtract from that 7 minus y cubed plus 12y. So I've got negative y cubed. I'm going to put it out here. And then we've got plus 12y. And actually plus 7. But I'm subtracting, which means that I'm going to change all the signs that are inside this parentheses of this second polynomial. So this negative y cubed becomes a positive y cubed, and this negative 12y becomes a negative 12y, and this positive 7 becomes a negative 7. So now let's go in here and let's combine all the like terms. Well, let's see. So I'll change this negative minus y cubed becomes a positive y cubed. So I've got y cubed. And I don't have any y squareds in my second polynomial. So I've just got plus 5y squared. In other words, I'm subtracting 0y squared from it. And let's see, I got 8y minus 12y. 8y minus 12, well, that's going to give me a negative 4y. And negative 10 minus 7, because I'm subtracting, I'm distributing a negative 1 in effect to everything inside that parentheses. So I got negative 10, negative 7, which is negative 17. Well, Shazam. There we go. Subtracting polynomials, which is really kind of a misnomer if you think about it in a way. At the end of the day, I'm really just adding the terms. But the difference being is because I'm quote unquote subtracting, I'm distributing a negative 1 to the second polynomial, changing all the signs. I had to write both of them into standard form in order to best deal with that and have my answer expressed in standard form.